creamy mash, sizzling steak bites, melty cheese, and that bacon crunch. These aren't just loaded potatoes, they are loaded with flavor. Now, if your screen had smell-o-vision, you'd already be drooling. Don't just watch, make this tonight. Oh, hi there. Welcome to Teika's Kitchen. Get ready to tantalize your taste buds. Let's break down the magic behind each bite. We need
russet potatoes,
butter, olive oil, as well as whipping cream, sour cream, mozzarella cheese, cheddar and pepper jack cheese, salt, pepper, as well as applewood bacon, those lovely New York strip steak, a mixture of spices, garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, Cajun all-purpose seasoning, garlic, herb butter, rosemary, a little bit more olive oil there, as well as
Worcestershire sauce.
Alright guys, now before we get into things, before we start seasoning, we're going to go ahead and put our potatoes to bake because these will take about 40 to 50 minutes, right? They were already washed and scrub and rinse, right? So what we're doing here is just to pierce them with a fork just for them to cook a little faster, as well as for them to soak up all that flavor that this pepper and salt along with the oil will give them. Alright, so we're coating them nicely there with some olive oil, followed up now with the mixture of salt and freshly ground black pepper, and we're just going to massage these guys because layers of flavor is what we're about, right? Now what we're doing here is just to wrap each in some aluminum foil, and what this does is just to lock in moisture while they bake. It keeps the inside fluffy and soft, and the skin gets perfectly tender. None of that dry chalky texture, oh no. Plus it holds in all that olive oil, salt and pepper, so the flavor goes all the way through. Alright, and to the oven they go guys, and in the meantime we are working on our steak. So what we're doing there is just to trim away the excess fat. Alright, we'll give it a good rinse afterwards just to remove any excess blood or residue. Then I hit it with some lemon because that's a Caribbean trick that helps neutralize any rawness and freshens up the meat. It gives the steak a clean, bright flavor base, so every bite tastes better. Okay, now afterwards we're pat drying. Now pat drying is very important because we need to get that perfect sear. Now if it's too wet, it will steam instead of sizzle, and you'll miss out on that golden caramelized crust. Dry steak equals a flavor-packed crust every time, guys. Alright, and right here we are cutting it into cubes. Alright, and just like so, 3 long slices, and then we go across the grain to make the perfect cut so that our steak is not chewy. Alright, followed up with our next piece, same treatment. Alright, and just like that, and we'll give the same treatment also to this final piece as well. And by the time you know it, it's time to get the flavor in. Okay, so first we'll hit it with a little olive oil because what this does is help to activate the seasoning, which creates a beautiful crust when searing. Now think of it as flavor glue and the secret to that golden juicy finish. So it's seasoning rain, and it's time to massage it guys, just ensuring there that we massage it real good because every bite of the steak must be a bite of flavor. Okay, alright, allow it to marinate, and in the meantime we are working on the bacon. Alright, and there we are. While that is going, guess what? Our potatoes are ready. So we're going to take them off, let them cool a bit, finish up with our bacon to get them nice and crunchy. Alright, and just like that, by the time you know it, they were done. Alright guys, now we're moving on to the sizzling. So we are flavoring this olive oil with a little garlic clove in with our steak bites. Now these bites will take about 2 minutes to cook on each side. Alright, and by the time you know it too, they'll be up and out of here. But let us just talk about the aroma. Oh my goodness, so flavorful. All those seasons and spices, you can smell them coming through, I tell you. Oh my goodness, there we are with the second batch. Same treatment, guys, about 2 minutes on each side. You don't want to overcook because we need nice juicy steak. And just like that, it's time to take them out. All right, now for our sauce, we're flavoring there with a little rosemary, garlic, herb, butter as well, followed up with the Worcestershire sauce. Oh my goodness, and by the time you know it, we added back our steak. Oh my goodness, cutting up this bacon now because it's almost time to assemble our potatoes with flavor. All right, now that our bacon is chopped and out of the way, up next is time to work on our potato filling. Now they are cool, so they're easy to handle. Just cut in half lengthwise, and we're going to scoop this out, guys, and create the most flavorful filling. Okay, all right, and just like that, we're using the scoop to remove the inner part of the potatoes, leaving about like an inch or so thickness around it so that we can create a sturdy shell that can hold all of that creamy cheesy filling without falling apart. All right, and that is what we're looking like at this stage. A nice little dinner spoon is good enough for this task. All right, and we are scooping away. All right, and up next we are going to make the most flavorful filling. So we're working that potato. We have added the whipping cream, the sour cream. All right, ensuring that we incorporate it nicely there as well, adding a little salt, a little pepper, a little melted butter, followed up by the mixture of cheese, fresh parsley, and bacon. Right, and what we're doing there is just to add a little bit more whipping cream because to get it at the consistency that we truly desire, nice and creamy. All right, and that is what we're looking like. So flavorful, so divine. All right, up next it's gonna be time to fill these potatoes up, and just like that, we're spreading them on our working surface. All right, and of course we're putting some cheese there at the base because when I tell you layers of flavors, guys, layers of flavor is what we are about. All right, so we're giving each a nice healthy scoop of potato filling. All right, just like that. Can you just imagine when we have that melt on the cheese at the bottom plus the melt on the top? Oh my gosh, with those bacon bits. Oh my gosh, guys, this potato boat clock all the T's, I tell you. Oh yeah. All right, and up next, look at that, is our juicy, delicious, the aroma, our steak bites, so flavorful. All right, and we'll just pack them generously, pile them on top as well. Up next, we'll be adding some mozzarella cheese to get our melt on. All right, followed by some bacon there as well. I'm placing them into these little foil boats, not covering them, just cradling each. Okay, now this helps hold their shape while they bake, keep the bottoms from burning or sticking, and lets the cheesy topping get nice and golden on top. Plus, cleanup is a breeze, so you know. It's like a mini seat for each potato. Let it sit, bake, and shine. No soggy bottoms around here. No, never that. And we'll just repeat this process until all is nicely wrapped and is ready for our baking tray. Okay, And just like that, guys, it's time to go in the oven. All right, and we'll put it on broil for about 2 minutes. Good. Now after 2 minutes, this is what it was looking like. Cheese is nice and melty. Look at that browning, that caramelization. And your reaction, guys. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me that you're not craving this right now, cause what? Oh yeah. Now while your taste buds are being tantalized, let's talk about a fun fact. Potatoes aren't just comfort food. They're about 80% water, which is why they get so fluffy when baked just right. That's why we scoop them, remix them with all this creamy cheesy goodness. It takes them from basic to boom. Alright? And look at that. Isn't this booming? Sure is. Up next, we are adding sour cream just to enhance presentation and also flavor as well, and just to introduce additional moisture to our loaded potatoes. All right, garnishing there with some scallion curls and fresh parsley. And look at that, guys. Oh my goodness. If you love recipes that hit like this one, smash the like button, subscribe to Teika's Kitchen, and don't forget to share this video with someone who needs this in their life. Join the Teika's Kitchen fam. Hit the bell for more viral food magic, okay? And there it is. Golden potato boats, packed with creamy mash, stocked with buttery Cajun steak bites, melted cheese, bacon, and that final sour cream drizzle. If your fork's not already in your hand, I don't know what you're waiting for. And just like that, dinner turned gourmet. These steak bites and loaded potato boats are rich, creamy, and bursting with flavor. If this recipe made your mouth water, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Teika's Kitchen, and drop a comment to let me know what you want to see next. Until next time, big up, stay blessed, and keep cooking with love.